Gamers, what's good? We're on Twitter right now, and the reason for that is because we have a brand new exclusive card coming to Master Duel. Now, if you guys saw this on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel guide account a couple of days ago, we did have this weird ad on the PlayStation Store showing a new mysterious card that we've never seen before, and people were kind of wondering, is this going to be like an exclusive card? Like, what's going on with this card? And if you guys want proof, we do have proof right here. This is it. Someone was on the PlayStation Store showing off the ad right here. By the way, the artwork on this card is really nice. I really like the artwork on this. But yeah, so people were kind of wondering, like, oh, are we going to get a brand new, like, exclusive card? Is that what's going on? And it seems to be the case. Also, like, while we're here, go follow Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Guide. This is an amazing account on Twitter. Very useful account for just all the Master Duel news that you can get. But yeah, the card is confirmed. We do have the effect for it and everything. Now, I'm not going to read it on here. We're going to go on the Master Duel Meta website to read it. But again, just make sure to follow Master Duel Guide on Twitter. This is a great Twitter account. And while you're at it, you might as well go follow Jimmy_MDC, you know. Just saying. You know, just saying. And here it is. Now, you guys can't see the full name of the card because my face is kind of blocking it. And yeah, I can't get it to a point where it doesn't. So I'll just say the name is Prisoner Princess of Fruitful Flames. Now, to be fair, even though this name is super badass, it's probably going to get changed pretty much every time we have these translated Yu-Gi-Oh! Card names. They'll end up putting some like abhorrent, like atrocious name for it instead of the translated name that we get. So it's probably going to be something like a PP Princess of the Poo Poo Flames or some shit like that, right? A lot of people were saying that this is the first exclusive card in Master Duel, and I'd like to correct you on that. I don't think that's the case. I'm pretty sure, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm pretty sure the Power Pro Knight Sisters and Power Pro Lady Sisters are the first exclusive cards we have in Master Duel. Now, are they good cards? I mean, hey, 2400 defense on a four star, you know, that's a lot of defense, you know. Back in 2002, this would have done a rampage. But yeah, obviously these cards are not the most playable. I guess this one's an unexpected die target, and that's pretty good. But yeah, obviously these cards are more like joke cards. But to be fair, they are, I think, MD exclusive cards. Unless these were like prize cards in OCG, and I just don't know about that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure these are our first exclusive cards. So I think what people are really saying is that they're saying basically this is the first playable exclusive card we have in Master Duel, which I do think, to be fair, is really exciting. I think that's a good thing. So let's just read the effect together here. You cannot special summon monsters except fire monsters. This is like a continuous effect while the card's on the field, which basically means you won't be able to go into access code off of this card, which is a pretty big deal. You can only use each of the following effects of Prisoner Princess of Fruitful Flames once per turn. During your main phase, you can special summon one fire monster from your graveyard. This is a really good effect to be able to extend, except for the fact that there's like not a lot of good Link 4s that you can make with this, because you can only summon fire monsters while this card is on the field. And the only like good Link 4 fire monster I can think of that you would summon off of this would be like the Salamangreat Pyro Phoenix, I think it's called, or something like that. Like I could see that maybe Salamangreat would play this and just like go into Pyro Phoenix. That's pretty good. And if a monster is special summoned to your opponent's field while this card is in your grave, you can target one fire monster you control and one monster your opponent controls, destroy them, and if you do, special summon this card. So with this one, actually a really good effect. This effect is kind of crazy. Just that interruption in the graveyard being there kind of keeps like a looming threat while your opponent is playing. That's really solid. Definitely don't sleep on that effect. I really like that one. The one issue I have with this card, and it's a pretty big issue honestly, is at first I was like, oh yo, this could be good in Rescue Ace, and then I realized this is a Link 3. Why is it a Link 3? I feel like this card should be a Link 2. It's already like very restricted. The fact that it only allows you to summon fire monsters means you can't use it to Link climb much into anything. If it was a Link 2, I guess you could use it to Link climb into like Heat Soul. That would have been decent, you know, like wouldn't be too bad. And then you get her in the graveyard, so you get a Heat Soul and a pop off of her. Like that's pretty good. But as it stands as a Link 3, like Rescue Ace can't make much use of this, to be honest. Like Rescue Ace obviously on a good hand they can, but like I was testing Rescue Ace yesterday, and getting 2 to 3 monsters on the field in Rescue Ace is not always an easy task. It's very hand dependent. So like until they get their support, this ain't gonna be all that good, to be honest with you. So I'm kind of mixed on this, honestly. Like I feel like the only deck that could realistically play this would be like Salamangreat, which aren't very relevant, and I'm not sure if being able to summon Pyro Phoenix more easily is really what they need. Like I don't think Salamangreat is really struggling at spamming links. I don't think that's really the issue with Salamangreat. If you guys aren't familiar with Pyro Phoenix, I guess we'll go read it really quickly here. So yeah, here's Pyro Phoenix. If this card is link summoned using Salamangreat Pyro Phoenix as material, you can destroy all cards your opponent controls. So, you know, if you have the field spell up, All your Salamangreat monsters are fire, so I guess you could pretty easily go into the Fruitless Flames, make this card. By the way, I'll put this like this, it looks cleaner. And then, you know, you get the effect of wiping your opponent's board, which is pretty good, but you would have to run 2 of this and the Fruitful Flame, which means 3 less spots in your extra, because you don't really see Salamangreat play this card regardless. It also has the effect you can target 1 Link Monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it to your opponent's field, and if a Link Monster is special summoned to your opponent's field, you can target 1 of those monsters, inflict burn damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. So, you know, this is a decent Link 4 fire monster that we can go into. I want to see other Link 4 fire monsters really quick, just to get an idea of what you can even make off of that princess. All right, so here we have every single fire Link 4. Here we have Raging Phoenix. I don't even know if this is in Master Duel. If it is, like, I haven't even seen this card. So this one is, if this card is Link Summon using Salamangreat Raging Phoenix as material, you can add a Salamangreat card from your deck to your hand. If a face-up fire monster you control is destroyed by a battle card effect while this card is in your grave, you can target 1 of those monsters, special summon this card, and if you do, this card gains attack equal to that monster's attack. This ain't that bad, right? Like, cause basically, the Princess in the Grave would trigger by popping 1 of your Salamangreats on the field and 1 of your opponent's special summon monsters, and then that would trigger this card's effect to special summon this card, and it would gain attack equal to the fire monster that you popped with the Princess, which would make it pretty big. But it's really, it would just be like a big beater, you know, it wouldn't do much of anything else. Like, it's not that great. This one here, I'm pretty sure is not out yet. Infernoid Flood. It needs an Infernoid monster, but I guess technically an Infernoid you could make this. Amphibious Swarmship, Amblo Whale. I've seen this card a bunch of times. I don't know what it does. Gains 200 attack for each Link monster in the graveyards. You can only use each of the following effects of Swarmship once per turn. If this card is destroyed, you can target 1 Link 3 or lower monster in either grave, special summon it. If a Link 3 or lower monster on the field is destroyed by a battle card effect while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card from your grave, destroy 1 card on the field. Okay. So this also kind of has like interplay with the Princess Grave effect, you know, because she would pop a fire monster on the field, so she could pop this card and special summon herself, and then gets to pop a monster on your opponent's field. And then because this card is destroyed, you can target 1 Link 3 or lower monster in your grave, special summon it. So if you had like a Link 2 or something that you use to get into your Princess, you could summon that. And then if either of your Link monsters would get destroyed, this card would get to banish itself from the grave and destroy another card on the field. So, like, playable. It's playable, you know? But I'm not seeing a great play here. I'm not seeing, like, an amazing thing that you can do with this card. So, unfortunately, as much as I like it, as much as I think it's very cool, I don't think this card is really good enough. Like, I mean, surely it might see a little bit of play, like some fringe play, but it's really not on the level that I was hoping to see an exclusive, useful Yu-Gi-Oh card be in this game. So hopefully in the future, if we get more exclusive cards, which I really think we should, because I think it's just good for the game, it makes the game more exciting, and you know, it just helps diversify the Master Duel format when they have their own cards. I think they should drop some like stronger cards in the same way that TCG sometimes has some like exclusive cards that are actually really solid. I think Master Duel could have some like really strong exclusive cards, and that would be really cool. Like this card right now, it's to me, it's just looking like okay. If it was a Link 2, I think it would be great, and it would definitely see play in Rescue Ace. And who knows, maybe it will see play in Rescue Ace once Rescue Ace gets their support later down the line. But until then, I mean, this is probably going to be in the extra deck doing nothing for Rescue Ace because it is a toolbox card, but like it's just not doing much of anything really. And I don't see a lot of good like Link 4s to go into off of this. So overall, not super impressed with the card, despite the fact that I'm very excited for it. And I do love the artwork. I think this artwork is super, super fire, pun intended. And yeah, I hope you guys are excited for it too. If you guys are seeing a play with this card or seeing like a deck that could really take advantage of this card that I'm not seeing, I would really love to hear it because as far as I can tell, I can see this see play like in Salamangreat and maybe down the line in Rescue Ace, but that's really about it. And I don't think it's going to be that good in either, to be honest. So let me know if you guys disagree. Let me know if you guys agree. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I do appreciate it. And yeah, that's it for me. All right. Peace.